Well, I decided to switch things up and actually wait till it's much closer to game time this time around. So, let's see how this goes this time. And whoop-de-doo, everybody! It's going to hell. Well, let's start with the obvious. I decided it add a little something after learning something from Tree. So, yeah, you can now pay attention to. Now you can see whatever sports is going on around the world of sports. Depending on what's active at that point. It's mainly just going to be some hockey and basketball here. I made sure to select some teams. And I actually finally decided to add a little something there. And that empty space, detailing when the next game. So, what happens now? Well, aside from the fact that we have a football game, it's the Cardinals off to a not so good start to the season. As this is the final game before the trade deadline, they're going up against the Dallas Cowboys having an average Cowboys season. 3-4-1. Go figure. But let me see if I can quickly run through some of the score stuff as I'm getting something else set up here. Let me see here. So Thursday Night Football, Ravens beat Dolphins 28-6, and it finally led to Chris Greer getting the axe. So it's all but a matter of when for whenever the Mike McDaniel train comes to an end. Whoop-de-doo. But there's also Bears beating Bengals 47-42. Oh, lovely. Vikings beating Lions 27-24. Panthers upset Packers 16-13 on a game-winning field goal, no less. The Broncos beat the Texans 18-15. Falcons can never beat the Patriots yet again. Patriots win 24-23. Trying to multitask here. 49ers beat Giants 34-24. Steelers upset Colts 27-20. There are no one-loss teams remaining. Chargers beat Titans 27-20. Rams beat Saints 34-10. Puka is hurt again. Raiders beat themselves against the Jags 30-29 in overtime. Bills beat Chiefs 28-21 as expected. And Seahawks beat Commanders 38-14. Jaden Daniels is hurt again. So, yeah. Well, roundup. Definitely some way to go about it. But yeah. At least now you can pay attention to some hockey and basketball while waiting for the game to start. It'll be on a rotational thing. Whatever kind of rotational thing is done. I did not alter the settings from last time, but I did make sure to wait till it's much closer to game time before actually starting the stream. So, we're in for the long haul, everyone. It's the Cowboys making yet another appearance. Did I even list their appearances here? I believe this is number 2 for them. Yeah, I listed their appearance already. Whoop-de-doo. How lovely. I guess you can also use this to see what games are coming up. If there's a game in your local area that you would rather watch than this game, that's always helpful, I guess. And I say, I guess. And keep in mind, Cowboys could have had a 500 record at this point, if not for that tie. Remember, they tied the Packers earlier in the season on primetime football. Do I think either of these teams deserve to win? No, I don't think either team deserves it. But unfortunately, there will end up being one, whether I want there to be or not. It's unfortunate. But thankfully, this is the last game I get to decide for myself for a bit because the next two are going to be international games, the final two of the season. As I have shown there, the next game I'm going to be covering is November 9th, Germany, Falcons, Colts. Oh, yes, because it's the Cowboys that deserve all the attention in the world. They gotta have all the attention in the world for the national anthem. Can we not? Can we not, please? Oh, look, it's George W. Bush. I think that was George W. Bush I saw there. He used to own a stake in the Rangers, you know? You won't. There's one version of him that in some timeline won't let you forget about it. We play my Rangers? I used to own them, you know? Yes, I got that from an AI channel. Thanks for asking. Should probably fix that just to make sure I'm all set up proper. Not like it's gonna matter too much. But the game is soon gonna be getting underway. I am actually able to watch this on TV this time because I temporarily have access to something else. Yeah, go ahead and talk about the weekend there. So yeah, you can definitely tell there's some stuff up going on up there. Also, Kyler Murray's been ruled out for the game. So, who's gonna be the starting quarterback for the Cardinals? That's maybe. I think it's gonna be Jacoby Brissett. Huh. Well, you're one to talk about sleep. I'm the one who has to stay up and watch this. Let me see. Oh, there is one option that has yet to be added that I was hoping for. But a man can dream. A man can dream. Yeah, they're gonna talk about the head coaching matchups like they always do. We gotta be self-serious about this. Find anything we can talk about. Praise anything we can find. So, I guess I need to turn their audio a little bit on the game a little bit. I wasn't sure why. Alright, but I can definitely tell you it's the Cowboys who have the football right now. So Dak Prescott's coming out here. I try to make sure the mic is as far away from the TV as possible. So 1st and 10. I need George Pickens to not do all that well. So they're oh yeah, the head coach is the offensive coordinator for him. That works. I have to do half on, half off. Just so I can hear this and hear the game. Running game's good for the first into Cardinal territory. They're focusing on establishing the run early. Now, Theme Free is at my door. Again. Seems to be a recurring theme with these streams. Means Farina always ends up at my door wanting to get in and clawing on the door. It's pretty much every stream I do at this point of day. But there's the pass that is dropped. Well then, I get it, Farina. You want in? I can't let you in. Jeez. I'm noticing that ever since I turned on the dynamic thing, I haven't had too many issues. Strange. Maybe I found the right balance or something? Maybe? Who knows? Second and 10. Prescott throws it. Is that George Pickens? Yeah, it looks like it was George Pickens. Yeah, George Pickens. Whoop-de-doo. George Pickens getting involved. So, that was a different case for the first down. Hmm. Yeah, there's definitely a song called Lean. You better be leaning if you want to get those first downs, if you know what I mean. And look, our Cowboys are already about to score. And I'm sure those players are definitely leaning right now. Get it? Because the album I'm listening to has a song called Lean. Puff syrup with Sprite. Oh, God. Why did you have to attack my brain? Ugh. That sounds awful to have. Then I guess it affected the Cowboys where they got a second and goal. They were down goes that running game on the left. Jeez. Second and goal. Prescott throws it. It's got. Makes up our bit of the yardage. It's gonna be third and goal. So now it'll be third and goal. And there have been some trades going on pretty much. Pretty much stuff that has happened. And there's the pass. It's broken up on third and goal. They're gonna have to sell for the field goal. Oh hey, that actually feels like a same word run. Ate the whole world, so now it's just filler. Wonder if I could be using that to describe some things teams are doing right now. Oh, they're going for a fourth and goal, and it's stopped. It's a turnover on downs. What are the Cowboys doing? Wow. It's a turnover on downs. They went for a fourth and goal and failed when they should have taken the points. Wow. Man. Talk about a way to blow things to open up this particular
You
game.
blew it!
I guess I should have done something about these. Let's fix that when I still can. Wow. They that might come back to haunt them. Jesus. We're already having some poor decisions made early. They were right there for a chip shot, too. And what did they do? Completely crap all over themselves on a fourth down. Jeez, man. That was not something I expected. So now the Cardinals are going to come in with their backup starting this game. And that one is incomplete. Yeah, it's Jacoby Brissett in a QB. You want to talk about self seriousness? That is early in the game, 9 times out of 10. And you have a better chance to just take the point and not be haunted. If not 10 out of 10. And that play calling was like, dude. They handed it off on second and 10. Well, they got a little something. Didn't think we get shenanigans this early. But I guess that counts. 3rd and 8. Brissett throws. It's got for the first. A very good first down. Man. I still can't get over that fourth down call. I still can't. First and 10, Brissett. Gets the ball out. Incomplete. You got out right before he got hit. Just, I'm still trying to get over that play, man. Just, I didn't even pick either team to win. I just said it'd be a tie, and the coin said Cardinals. I was gonna say that. AJ reigns true. Broken up on second down. And there is a penalty flag out. It's an offsides, and it results in a first down. I guess Harrison decided to actually make a catch. Well, it's now going to be close to third down. So it's right at midfield. So ball's right at midfield for a third and 6. As far as they got. At this point, Brissett just throws it. Penalty flag flies. Is this gonna come back, or are they gonna call this pass interference, or just any penalty? Defensive holding against the Cowboys. So that was Marquise Bell. So that's the fresh set of downs. Yes, it's only 5 yards, but it's a fresh set of downs for the Cardinals, and that's gonna put them in Cowboy territory around right about the 45. One of the most penalized teams in the league in terms of defense. That's this Cowboy squad right here. Yeah, sure, there's some of these games you're seeing pop up that are more entertaining. Am I seeing 2 goals to nothing for the Penguins? Jeez, I wonder what else is new. Wow, we get talked about parents. Second and 8. Handoff. While they make it a more manageable third down. But yeah, just as a reminder, if you see any buffering issues, just refresh. Don't worry about it. It's most likely the end. Just refresh. Another 3rd and 6 situation. Brissett is just gonna pass this one off, and it's there for the first. It's man. And for the first set of downs, and that was a bad snap right there. He was lucky to have uh, gotten on top of it. And Dante Fowler is also hurt. So it is a loss of 2. 2nd and 12. Brissett throws it. It's caught. And it's makes the third down more manageable. Watch it be another 3rd and 6. Okay, it's a 3rd and 5 this time. So they got still on a 3rd and 5. They're there in field goal range. And Cam Little has a 68-yard field goal successful, and it's a record. That's incomplete. And that's going to send out the field goal unit. Harrison couldn't get to a reasonable spot to catch it. And also wasn't accurate enough for him. It's a 48-yarder. Kick. It's good. It's the Cardinals who strike first. They got all the way down the field, but only managed to get a field goal. So, oops. Should have taken the points, Dallas. Should have taken the points. Man, feels so weird to have this kind of result occur. Even if I predicted a tie, but you'd think the Cowboys would have sense enough to know when to take points. No, not in the inferior Marty offense. I said inferior Marty offense. Man, I find it so weird. Yeah, it's also peak Dallas at the same time. Oh no, Call of Duty is out. That means Kyler is gonna be on the couch playing that newest Call of Duty game. But here comes the second kickoff of the game. And can the Dallas special teams do anything worthwhile? Not really. I don't get, I still don't get why the Cowboys didn't take the points. Oh, well, I wasn't sure that was supposed to be a sequence of fumbling, but regardless, it's Cowboys football. That was barely in. Looking at replay. 'It's been a weird thing. 3rd and 7. Prescott gets it out. It's penalty flag down. Might be cut. We'll see who it's against. They're saying it might be a hold. Offensive holding, so that's gonna push them back. So now it's 3rd and 17 for the Cowboys. 3rd and 17, Prescott throws it for the deep ball. Almost picked off. But it will be an incomplete pass. I guess he was looking at George Pickens. Oh. Somebody got their arm there. And apparently there is a penalty flag. Wonderful. So I guess it was a penalty against the Cowboys for a false start or offsides. So they're right there at their end zone. That was nearly a penalty on the Cardinals there. But it's still going to be Cardinals football. Man, anyone else thinking there's some issues with the Cowboys right now? And look, they're going with backup time. So I wonder how they would have to handle this. See if the Cardinals can actually score a touchdown this time instead of folding up. So Cardinals on 1st and 10. Their second. Here's their second drive going. They started with getting their running game going. Second and 4. Murray. No, that's Brissett. Sorry. Brissett just gets sacked. It just got straight there. Third and 14. It's a long one. Murray gets the ball out. It's got for the first down. That the Marvin Harrison. Wow. Brissett pulls off that. There's a reason he's a backup QB. Dun, 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 dun. Well, now I can at least focus on this. Alright, that's enough of that. At least that was a short one I could get done. Oh, right. I think I didn't see this in time, but it was the end of the first quarter. Oops. Didn't see that in time. That was a. Alright. Yeah, I didn't see that, but it was at the end of the quarter, so at least I actually caught it in time to mention it was end of quarter on the quarter two. So we are back for quarter number two, everybody. We are back for quarter number two. And they are right there in field goal range. That's a run for the first down. He almost had the room, and he's down around the 15. Let's stop the run, huh, Jerry? Yeah, certainly had to stop the run. And there's the pass caught for Marvin Harrison to cut the yards to go in half, at least. But his second, okay, he actually got 7 out of that. Second and 3. Run. Isn't being stopped that well. It's a third and short situation. Third and 1 right there near the end zone. They're going outside on third and 1. He gets the first down, but he's not going to be able to reach the goal line. But it will be a first set of downs for 4 chances to get in the end zone. Stop the run, huh? Certainly a good achievement. First and goal. Play action. Straight for the end zone. And that is a touchdown for the Cardinals. For Marvin Harrison Jr., everybody. Oh, look at that. And there's the extra point attempt. Anybody had his result just yet? First, there's a little toy here. I'm definitely gonna need something to drink. Help me out a little bit. And yeah, I got my own little Christmas tree already set up. The rest of the decoration won't happen till later. So I'll be back. Alright, I got myself a little something to drink here. Some Minute Maid fruit punch. You sure that's trying to. Well, that guy was certainly in an elevator. Why was there a predator in the elevator? The defender didn't even try. The defender didn't even try to die with Marvin Harrison. He just saw the turn and was like, no, I'm just gonna roll over. Yep, that. One shot of career high for receptions. Marvin Harrison's already having a day. Sure seems like it. Seriously though, that defender just gave up as soon as that turn occurred. Just rolled over. Left him wide open. Second and 8. Pickens actually catches something. Good for a first. Remember, CeeDee Lamb is out for a good while. He's been out for a good while. What's that about the run, Bland? Are they saying that Deron Bland's hurt? If so, that is not good for their defense when they're already short. Well, here's third and short being set up here. Now we get third and 2 here. Oh, they got the first. Is that what people wanted to know? Probably. Just been some series of events here. Prescott on first down is just gonna run it himself and get right there near the first. Or as he slid. Yeah, they marked him a yard short. Prescott throws it deep again. Incomplete. And it's third and 1. He tried to go straight for the end zone. He tried to go straight for the end zone. He's that desperate. I forget. Is CeeDee Lamb even back in? See, they even run something more reasonable. They will. It's a run for a first. Forget who 88 is. I know one of them has to be CD Lamb. He may be back. See, there's a chance CD may be back in a limited capacity. Running game again on first down. Trying to keep my voice fresh enough. But I will say, Cowboys should have taken those points. Really should have. Is that good catch? And there's the late flag. No, it's not going to stand. That's a holding call against Jake Ferguson. If it was a catch, it's not going to stand. That was Jake, because Jake Ferguson got caught with the laundry. Cowboys have not done a good job with minimizing penalties. Now it's 2nd and 17. Prescott almost got sacked. He got away from it. Way too high for George Pickens. So now it's 3rd and 17. One of the most penalized teams in the league. Whoop-de-doo. So now 3rd and 17. Looking for another deep ball. This one he gets it out. Ball is loose! And it's recovered by the Cardinals! After some bobbling, the Cardinals will take over! Who's that? That Jake Ferguson? Hey, Fergus! Hey! Guess what? You fucked the ball!
You blew it!
Man, that feels nice. So now we still get no points for the Cardinals. My bad, no points for the Cowboys as Cardinals have a chance to extend their lead. Jeez. That is just crazy. Set of circumstances there. And who else but Buda Baker? Man, I can only imagine the cowboy. I can only imagine Scooter right now. Stephen A is like, all right, that's enough. That's good enough. I'm out of here. So now the Cardinals get a chance and to add more points if they can get out of their own way. By the way, it was announced the Dallas Stars will be playing a Stadium Series game in Jerry World, the very stadium this game is being played at right now. Second and 9, Brissett throws it. It's got the open space tackle just after he gets the first. This has been this has been one of the most wild starts to a game I've seen in this year. They, people had the Cowboys as the favorites to win. It's probably going to be due to a fourth quarter comeback. That was a bad pass, as that's going to be incomplete. First takeaway for Buda Baker since 2022. His first in 3 years. Can't believe that. And that's going to be a sack on Brissett. Good job, defense. You're actually doing something. Or is it Jadavian Clowney? Let's get all the guys who are thought to be washed. Let's get them some first career moments in so long. Why not? This game's gonna be wild as all hell. So why not add in some more drunkenness for good measure? It's a long 3rd and 16. Brissett. Penalty flag flies. Pass is caught. I wonder if this is gonna be called. Wonder this is gonna be called back. Yeah, penalty decline, 4th down. It was a holding call against the Cardinals. So point count's gonna stand. And that the streak for the Cardinals will end as they're now gonna be punting the ball. Oh, it's a block into the end zone! And that's how the Cowboys are gonna get a touchdown! Wow. This game's definitely on all the drugs. No, I don't think it's warranted of that particular er thing. It has to be more special, like an actual turnover. So Cardinals are still gonna get another chance, but special teams showed up to bail out the Cowboys to make this a one-score game. Man, you had the feeling the Cardinals were gonna give up points at some point of the game off a block punt. Yeah, sure, the USA would do something. Yeah, right. This game. This game gets drunk in the second quarter. Well, there was already a bit of drunkenness with the Cowboys play calling on the first drive of the game. And whoa, some special teams moments there. Running into each other. Now the Cardinals are going to get another chance to actually do something. Maybe they won't give up a block punt for a touchdown this time. It was right there at the. Oh my. Oh. Good. We're going to get another cut to Jerry Boy. Who's happy about it? We actually did something on special teams. Yes. That's my boys. That's probably what he's thinking right now. But pass there was caught for the first. Nearly evaded a tackle there. Man, when this game goes to halftime, I'm gonna need a breather. Reset. Pass is caught for the first. And it's Marvin Harrison. And I've already taken my energy pill earlier, so I don't have to do that tonight. On stream, no less. But that's a pass. And he stopped short. And that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So 10-7 score. We're seeing low scoring, but there have been some highlight moments. We've had a turnover on downs near the goal line, no less. An actual turnover. A block punt for a touchdown. Defender might have gotten hurt on a touchdown scoring play. So Cardinals and so Cowboys at the same time. Just crazy to think. Just crazy to think. I just I'm still trying to wrap my head around some of this stuff that went on. If they had just taken the points, this could have been a tight game. But there's still a whole second half to go. So we'll see if that decision comes back to haunt them. Jeez, sorry. I never thought never thought that being forced to sell for this would lead to some crazy moments. But we'll see if the Cardinals can extend their lead again, as they're going to be stopped probably right around the exact same spot, possibly, maybe. It's hard to tell, especially with how much they want to keep showing highlights. And we do get word Cowboys did use their first time out of the half. But yeah. Hopefully, this usage, this usage of what I learned from a more popular YouTuber in the form of Your Name Tree is able to do a better job at displaying other games going on right now. And there's the first down. And it's right there out of bounds, too, so it stops the clock. So, Cardinals are trying. They just want the losing streak to end. If they're able to do well enough, who better than against the Cowboys in their home stadium? Pass cover our first down. And it's out of bounds again. And no more timeouts. Still rather plentiful here with a minute 44 to go in the half. Brissett overthrown, incomplete. Wants a flag. Probably and most definitely not going to get it. That was intended for McBride. 'So you wonder how this is going? Hand off on second down. It's going to be close, but it's short. And the clock will tick. 59 points allowed in final 2 minutes of the half. 59 points. Jesus. So didn't expect that. Watch them maintain that streak here against the Cardinals, who actually got first. It's gonna be short of goal. They're not gonna reach the goal line. 52 seconds left on the clock, and the Cowboys are gonna take their second time out. Oh yeah, fancy watch. Tie career high for Marvin Harrison Jr. If he gets one here, that's his career high. But we'll know for sure as this particular set of downs progress. Remember, you cannot call back-to-back timeouts at the same team. So if the Cowboys, so if they call a second timeout now, they can get penalized for it. First and goal. The run game gets them a little closer. And the clock is going to stop. And the timeout was called. Oof. Yeah, the Cowboys just used their final timeout. I'll most likely be keeping track of when certain uh, sports events come up. Like if there's anything slated for Sunday in the soccer world, I'll slate for that. They just went straight for the touchdown attempt and it's in. Brissett just sneaks it in himself. I didn't mean to use that one. I meant to use that graphic. There it is. There it is. No, not the challenge. The actual score graphic. Oops. Yeah, they just ran a QB sneak on there. And now here's the extra point. Automatic. Don't worry, the Cowboys will have a chance to respond. Apparently, there's another new person joining the Aspen broadcast team. No, that's just the same guy. I think they just posted the same thing without knowing. The next game's actually on the road against Ghost Pirates. Of course, they're going to be talking about rancher stuff. You can only imagine. Yeah, there's definitely been some miscues. Who's there for the Cowboys? You better believe it. And there's 49 seconds left in the first in the half. And there's kickoff return, special teams looking to play another big role. Though they won't play big enough of a role to get to the end zone, but at least a big enough role to make it a little easier. Sounds good. But yeah, just as a reminder, November 9th is when I'll be covering the next game on the list. For at least, maybe, at least for football. I don't know if I am going to cover a Wednesday game or not. Or another one tomorrow night. I don't know yet. Depends on how I'm feeling about the ECHL. Let me see. Yeah, there's. Let me see here. It's either a Wednesday or a Thursday I would have to pick. If I pick Wednesday, that's Iceman Ghost Pirates. If it's Thursday, that's Nailers Gargoyles. So the Cowboys are trying to get down the field, but the clock is still ticking. So they don't have much of a choice but to go for the field goal right here. Either there or just go for the end zone. Or if I do Sunday, it's Lions Royals again. That time on the road. Let's see. Yeah, I think I found my Gargoyles one. I'll just have. Oh, yeah, that's right. They saw what the Jaguars did, and they won a piece of it too. 68 yards out. Wide left, no good. End of half. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the 13th game for Gargoyles. So it is halftime. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back. Learning right as I was about to come in here, I saw something saying that Jerry Jones confirmed on a Sirius XM station of some sort earlier that the team just made a trade, but won't disclose who it was that they acquired. How lovely. How flippin' lovely. I love mysteries, Jerry. Maybe if you focus more on let how to actually do things properly and not be your de facto GM, maybe people will actually be able to get the player that can actually help and actually run a proper football team. But nope, it's gonna all be due to your ego. Got about 3.5 minutes before the second half starts. This is definitely the game that we have here. Yeah, I don't know what else I can talk about. Christian Jerry's back? Seriously? Christian Jerry? Fifth game, Charlie by double digits this season. 1, 2, and 1 in those games with that one win coming against the Cowboys. I can imagine that they'll get that they're able to actually play like they claim they should be for one of their lives. They'd actually be able to get a second win here. But we know how realistic that is. We all know it. I did stop with the music this time around, but I do want to eventually get around to where I have a playlist that lasts for about 4 hours in terms of overall music. Like maybe like video game music. I won't get copyright wrote over. You know what I mean? And now here we are in the second half. Pass is cut. He's got the room. Does he have the ability to do so? No, he's gonna be out of bounds. Massive gain. Fair to Cardinals right away. Jeez. Looking better under Brissett than it did under Murray. Oh boy, that's gonna not cause a controversy. Hand off. And that is good for a first, and they're gonna get a fresh set of downs inside the 10. They might strike again if they're lucky. Here's first and goal. Hand off. Penalty flag flies. There we go. Got it fixed. It's probably gonna come back. Yeah, illegal formation. So they'll have to try again. I think that was their first accepted penalty of the game. First and goal. Brissett looking to throw it. It's caught. And that's McBride who takes it in. And it's. And yeah. I can only imagine how those picking the Cowboys are feeling right now. They really underestimated the scoring. You know the comeback is gonna eventually happen. 24-7 lead for the Cardinals. Remember, this is a home game for the Cowboys, so they're all but guaranteed to come back. It's just a matter of how it happens. I don't know why you're thinking it. And everybody else who has a phone has one that is an actual ice cream. Like, I don't get why there be people that do stuff like that. Just sounds stupid. But I guess some of the basketball games have ended. Some about to end. So a 17-point game right now. Some 10 o'clock games are about to start. Can the Cowboys start performing a comeback? They most likely will, but how? It's inevitable one will happen. I think that meant to say 10 there. Because that's 7 Pacific for Kraken. Mistakes like that happen sometimes, okay? Mistakes like that happen sometimes. It's not a flawless piece of tech. I was surprised. Gunman formed by the Leafs. What have they been? First and 10. Prescott throws it. That play is broken up. Guess that was CD Lamb. Yeah, that is CD Lamb. Second and 10. Prescott throws. That one's caught, and that's in Cardinal territory for Jake Ferguson. Well, they're saying 20, 32. And so it begins. And so it begins. And off on first down. Running, gets the first. Inside the red zone. Cliff Campbell is 39. A 39-year-old defensive lineman? Jeez. I'm surprised he's still kicking. He's one of the oldest active players right now. Well, that play is certainly broken up. Third and 8. Pass. Is that got? He's got the first. They show George Pickens for CeeDee Lamb. Oops. Technical error. We were so used to talking about George Pickens, we forgot to talk. We forgot that CeeDee Lamb can still catch. Well, they were talking about a fair bit of CeeDee Lamb, too. Cowboys are right there in the range to score. And they absolutely do need a touchdown this time. This is only their second trip to the red zone all game. Serious. I'm not joking. It's serious. Prescott in trouble. He's going to go down. Another sack for the Cardinals defense. I got away with a little something in the second inning. Well, who cares? Snap is off. Third and goal. Pass. It was caught but stopped in bounds right away. They're actually going to send the field goal unit out. It's going to end up being the field goals that gets them to come back this time, ain't it? But remember, they did take the points on their opening drive. So they still have a chance to come back and win. This is a chip shot. Yeah, it was a chip shot. He nails it. Yeah, I'm feeling a little sleepy right now. Yeah, the 10 o'clock games are about to start now. So, special teams. It will be special teams. It's custom games. The handoff on first down. You got close to the marker. I think they're going to give it to him. Oh, Stephen A. Smith show. That makes sense. And there's the typical shot over at Jerry. Camera shot. I mean, handoff again on first down. So he was like right there. And another camera shot over. And they marked him short, by the way. I don't think one player's gonna make much of a difference. Well, Micah Parsons being traded away sure as heck sure as hell made a difference. Running game again gets the first. Play action this time. Reset. Just throws this one away. There was a receiver nearby. Second and 10. Pass is caught from Marvin Harrison. He's got the running room, and he's going to be taken down in bounds. Deron Bland. Yeah, they were just talking about it. He's not having a good night. That's where he's out. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I saw based on the replay. So good call there. Hand off on first down. They finally actually get a stop on a run play. And chirping, I think. Yeah, there's where it all went down. You can tell there's a little bit of bad blood going on right now. Here's the running game on second and 9. Makes the pending third down a bit more manageable. 7 for 9, so not exactly perfect. Can't go for the announcer jinx this time. If it's only been that frequent. Third and 5. Brissett gets the ball out. Incomplete. And there is a penalty flag. This one might be going against the Cowboys. Oh, there's no foul. It's fourth down. So it was tipped, so it takes away a pass interference. Well, it still sets up a field goal attempt for Chad Ryland. This one's from 34 yards. And able to actually get it in. It's back to a 17-point game. And there's still trying to advertise that stuff. No, yeah, they're advertising an AEW thing. That's old. Of course. Press conference. Always gotta cite the press conference for something, regardless if it's actually useful or not. Always have to. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot their defense is mad versus. That makes sense. Yeah, they got that. Or mentioning, if you remember, the one touchdown that the Cowboys got was on special teams off a blocked punt. If you'd remember. I mean, I can always say pick a different Gargoyles game. We'll see what happens between now and Thursday. The pass is caught for CeeDee Lamb. So it's actually going to be short. So they run on 2nd and 1 and you get it. There's still a full 15 minutes left to this game. All it is about what Yon has been able to do. But here's Dak Prescott on 1st and 10. That is caught by CeeDee Lamb. And he's down in the red zone. Blown coverage strikes again. So every time with the blown coverage. No, he's gonna be take outside of the red zone. Must have stepped out of bounds somewheres along the way. And Cardinals take their first time out of the half. And there's under a minute left in the third quarter. First and 10. Yeah, that ball just got stopped. It's an incomplete pass. Basically stopped by a hand. Second and 10. Handoff. Scuffed up. So now it's going to be third and long. Basically no budge. Third and 10. Third and 10. Prescott gets it out. Not going to get to the first down marker. With 16 seconds to go in the third. Oh my god. Maple Leafs came back and won. Huh. I didn't even see. I didn't even notice. But time just keeps ticking down, and I think that's going to bring us to the end of the quarter. To the Cowboys, with a fourth down situation ahead, and 15 minutes to go. Will the Cardinals choke it away? Or will they overcome their demons for a week? And make us all laugh at the Cowboys. Either way, the mean world will be fed. You know, that wasn't even going to be a thing. Of course, you'd be advertising something like that. So, the offense is still out there. I guess they're going to go for it. They're desperate to try to come back. They're desperate to get a win at home. It's 4th and 4. 4th and 4. They're going to keep the offense out there to go for it. See if it works this time. And no. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. And no flag. And they're going to go right at the commercial break. Once again, they don't take the points. And yeah, they just went straight back to commercial break after that play, and that was it. They didn't even bother with commentary of any sort. Good job. Way to milk money out of this everything in sport. Oh yeah, they're talking about triple headers for college football. Forgot about that. Two possession game still. Brissett on first down. Throws it. It's caught. We'll see what the Cardinals can do. There's always the offshoot chance that they end up choking it away. So we'll see. All kinds of miscues going on. It's a matter of they can even forge anything. And more injuries. It's Marquise Bell out of Florida A&M. Marquise Bell. Ugh. I'm not sure where exactly the injury was, but didn't. Not sure if it looked good. But here's the run game on 2nd and 3. It's probably only gonna get about half a yard at best. But when it came to point margin, this is where the Cardinals tend to struggle the most. If they want to hold on to this lead, they gotta do something about it tonight. They're down at 3, pressure, that's a sack. So here comes the punt unit. That's that's not what they needed to help. So the choking begins. So 4th and 12. The punt is actually able to go off cleanly. And penalty flag is down. It is a fair catch. That was a penalty against the Cowboys. So it'll be from where the end of it'll be from where the fair catch is. Cowboys will get another shot. Or is after commercials. Ooh, thunk. And yeah, there's that stuff. Oh yeah, now they're back and they're gonna go through its all replay stuff. Who thunk? See what Prescott can do. First down, pass. In- incomplete. Yeah, the Cowboys offense needs to do something if they want to come back. Because it's pretty much been some plenty of miscues, but Prescott's going to run this one himself. He's short a first down marker. And we have an injury for the Cardinals. I don't. It's always bad to see an injury. They're inevitable to happen, but it's always bad to see it. It's always bad. No question about it. Just been this season has just been cruel on the injury front. I mean, it usually is cruel, but to varying degrees these past few seasons. I wonder how much of their. I wonder if anybody that's losing money is spending too much on advertising on top of whatever money they're already spending. Try to spend more money than they got out of desperation to get people to show up. Oh, it was a hit to the midsection. Oof. 3rd and 4, thrown. Scott. He's not going to go much further. That is a first. Basketball games going to take a while, just like how hockey games take a while to get started. Is the ball loose, or is he down by contact? But it is recovered by a Cowboy, so it's not going to make much of a difference. Yeah, it came out. That was a live ball, but Cowboys were able to recover it, so it's not a lost fumble. Pass is caught. This is where the choking begins, and it's George Pickens. The choking begins and begins and begins again. And another player hurt for the Cardinals. They were running hurry up stuff. Yeah, they're on a 5-game losing streak, and it's been in not so great ways. They lost to Brian Callahan in his final win of the season before he got the axe. There's the running game, good for the first down, and stop that about the 5. And they've been running hurry up quite a bit. For the end zone, Caught for a Cowboys touchdown. They finally get it done on offense. And it's Ryan Flournoy or Flournoy? Flournoy. And now we're back to a 10. Now we're down to a 10-point game. The collapsing begins. Yet again. For a potential sixth straight loss. Yeah, some of these answers just getting ridiculous on that. And you want to know the craziest part about all these changes that keep being made? The NFL still won't implement a sky judge. And here's special teams trying to get some. Yeah, they had to talk about how the Cowboys have been at home and on the road. But the problem is that this is the Cardinals. So it's gonna be due to the Cardinals all doing that the Cowboys all doing. And that was a sack on Brissett. And we got another player shaking up. That was Dante Fowler. It was a loss of 9. Brissett gets the ball out. It's caught. It's right there at the marker. Will they give it to him? Well, I can't tell if they gave it to him or not because you're showing the replay for McBride. Well, they gave it to him. Today's the first set of downs. I think the Cardinals are trying to burn as much clock as possible if they can, and trying to minimize whatever mistakes they can, but that run game did not go anywhere. Trey McBride. I think I've been saying Terry. So it's Trey McBride, not Terry. I was thinking of someone else. Well, I only just now realized it, so whatever. As long as we're still able to finish out this game here. 2nd and 10. Another sack on Brissett. And it was Stewart who showed up. Third and 18 for the Cardinals. You'd be lucky if you could get out of this one alive, and there's a penalty flag. It might be a false start. And now is Jonah Williams call for a false start. That's going to make this third down pretty much impossible. 3rd and 23, you'd be lucky. Most they can do is hope that they can keep the ball in bounds and burn a little bit of clock. I guess. I don't know what else you can do on a 3rd and 23 if you're the Cardinals, but that is not going to make it back to the line. That's going to be a punt. Cardinals once again shooting themselves. Clock is stopped apparently. Um, the heck is going on? There was some game clock malfunctions. That was weird. So, game clock is running properly like it should. That was some weird technical stuff there. But we are past the halfway point of the quarter. That punt will actually fly on. Mm, no flags on the play. And now we get to see the second straight scoring play drive for the Cowboys because we know how this is going to end. It's typical. It's the typical fourth quarter struggles for the Cardinals kicking in again. Prescott running himself. It's going to be tackled. And actually, he runs the clock down. And they're running hurry up. Don't you have 3 timeouts to use? Going for the outsets, and that is out of bounds, which stops the clock. And here's a penalty flag for afterwards. And that unsportsmanlike conduct against George Pickens and his first towards disqualification. He tried to hand the ball to the Cardinal player before actually handing it to actual ref. Just George Pickens, right? And now Prescott's gonna run himself again, and this time he actually has the open room for the first. First down, catch for CeeDee Lamb. He stopped, and they've been running no huddle quite a bit. And because they're in a hurry to try and score. Or on this one, it's 2nd and 3, and penalty flags fly. I think they caught one of the Cardinal players offside. That was a free play. And it was declined because it was a play that resulted in a first down. Yeah, this is where things fall apart. For Things have been falling apart for the Cardinals for a while here. Or they can just get a sack and force the clock to burn down a little bit. Well, that works out, and it makes it a loss of 6, so 2nd and 16. Looks like they might still be trying to run hurry up. Prescott finally gets it out. Caught, but it goes out of bounds, which stops the clock. With 5:05 left to go. Remember, Cowboys still have all 3 of their timeouts, whereas the Cardinals still have 2. It's 3rd and 12. Yeah, they are in field goal range. But I'm sure they want more than a field goal. That's got that play is gonna be stopped. Is that actually gonna count as a fumble? The main question is if he was down by contact prior, but for the moment, they're gonna say that it's Cardinal football. Now, was he down prior? No. It's close. Oh, that is close, but I think that is a live ball. I think as long as that stands, that's something they desperately needed. I mean, of course it'll be reviewed. They have to make sure that one was a close one. Well, it's gonna stand. Well, it's going to stand because that's
You blew it!
yeah, that was a bad one. Man, he was still going. And here's 2nd and 4. Well, the Cowboys did use their first timeout earlier, but that's another timeout used by the Cowboys after that big play. Yeah, he was an idiot during that game. He was an idiot during that week 5, and that kind of sparked the fourth quarter woes. But it is a first down. It's a and run to the outside, but he is tackled inside in bounds. And that's gonna force the Cowboys to use their third and final timeout. Time is winding down pretty bad. Please don't give me another excuse to pay attention to Monday Night Football. I really don't want to do it. I want to focus on other time slots, okay? Certain other time slots. You hear me? 4:10 to go in the regulation. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And he's at not much of an injury time going on there, but it is going to burn clock. That running game is what burns the clock. But here's 3rd and 12 to try and keep the drive alive. Play action, rolls out to his right. Brissett, he's gonna run it himself, and he's gonna go down. And with nowhere to go, that's gonna end up probably getting the punt unit out, or somebody related special teams out. It's 4th and 8. He's able, and they're able to run a bunch of clock off. As of right now, the offense is still out there. He might be wanting to try and put the game on ice. A bit risky. They get it all just in time, and what missed Marvin Harrison turnover on downs. And he gonna get sacked again. Dak gets sacked again on 1st down. Second and 19. They're still running early. This is gonna be the last play for a 2-minute warning on the deep ball. Way overthrown. Man, if it was ain't that with a regular season merchant, not with plays like that. It's 2 minute warning. 2 minute warning. Man, they're trying to. They're still airing the Halloween themed ones. Where it's like, what are you doing hiding in the bathtub? What are you doing hiding in your closet? What are you doing hiding under your bed? Ain't that scary? And apparently, there's another overtime hockey game. Starting to think I should have a clip for overtime. But you're telling me there's a chance the Cardinals can finally break their losing streak? You're kidding, right? You're kidding, aren't you? You seriously think the Cardinals can actually break their losing streak on the road against the Cowboys? You really think that? You really think so? Well, there's 2 minutes left in the regulation to find out. Because the Cowboys are on a 3rd and 19. They need to get a first down here, or that can be another sack. And time is gonna tick down. They gotta convert on the 4th down here in order to keep their chances alive. It's 4th and 28. They need to convert on this thing here. He finds time. He finally throws it for the deep ball, and it's intercepted. And as I think that means the streak might be ending. It's gonna end potentially.
You blew it!
I don't know how many times I've had to use that thing already. That's another. You're. I can't believe my eyes right now. I really can't believe my eyes right now. They're just taking knees right now. This game is basically over. The Cowboys actually lost at home, and the Cardinals didn't choke it. That is how the game ends. The Cardinals break the losing streak, and they manage to hold on against the Cowboys in Dallas 27-17. That is how this game ends. Jeez. I'm trying to back out of this thing here. There we go. That's better. Try to back out of that there. And we can actually end this here. What an absolute joke of a Cowboys team. Losing to the goddamn Cardinals at home. And thank you all so much for tuning in to this finale for the week. Trade deadline. Basically gonna mean something for somebody. And don't forget, we're on to the international series for the next 2 weeks. The final 2 games of the season with our international games. Until next time, travel safely. Good night, everyone.